Welcome back to Day 7 of Game Over Cancer, our last day, proudly supporting the Canadian Cancer Society. I'm your host, Lucky Kerplucky, and up next we have what is going to be a super fun run. Laxxus will be running Magical Poppin', any percent. Take it away, Laxxus.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. Yeah, this is Magical Poppin', a Super Nintendo game, or rather Super Famicom game, because it never released outside of Japan, which is a shame and probably the reason why a lot of people don't know this game. But it's a really fun like action platformer, I guess. So yeah. Story, I have no idea because I don't speak Japanese. It's something about you play as a princess and we gotta protect the kingdom from like the evil demons or something, you know, the usual stuff. So yeah, let's just get into it and go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Stage 1. So first off, gonna slide quite a bit. Sliding is slightly faster, not by much, but a little bit, and it adds up as usual. But the weird thing in this game about the sliding is that before the slide ends, you have to let go of down again, otherwise you lose all your speed. So it's a bit weird to chain slides in this game. Deboosting in this game works depending on the direction you're facing, so by turning around before hitting an enemy you can get a forward boost instead of backwards. Here we grab a heart, health upgrade. In an optimal run you would skip that, but definitely not happening here. And we have our first mini-boss. And we see the first time our first magic. We'll collect more magic. We only have one right now, and for every magic you have 2 different versions that you can use. And that was the strong one, obviously. Which uses more stars, but it's a lot more powerful. Oops. It's fine. And here we get our second magic. The magical bomb. Or whatever it's called. So with the small version you just throw a little bomb there to destroy those blocks. Oops. And we will see the strong version later in the boss fight, which is basically a screen nuke. Oops. And we're almost at the first boss. So bosses in this game are mostly not RNG. You can manipulate them by your movement and your actions. So for example, that little pogo I did there at the end was to manipulate his last attack. So that went pretty well. And there you could see the the strong version of the magical bomb. Alright, so you couldn't really see what the boss was doing. As soon as he was out of iframes, I hit him again. Alright, stage 2. has a lot of sliding in the first screen. Right here is a little trick there where you have to set up your subpixels for, like touching that wall, and then only then you can do that pogo up there. Didn't talk about the pogoing before, but basically with precise inputs you can get more height with the pogo than with the normal jump. Otherwise that would not be possible, that jump. That is a sequence break. You would normally go the other way and only come back this way. And now we have this wonderful grappling hook, I guess, which also lets us damage enemies, but it's mostly for grappling things. Oh, it's unfortunate. I already messed up the cycle here, platform cycle. Just fine, I'm gonna wait a little bit. This screen here is really annoying because it's a lot of grappling and it's kinda finicky. Okay. Falling down there is not good. Oops. It's fine. And here is the second boss already. It's a very easy boss. But again, he's manipulated so he gives me the good patterns and doesn't waste a ton of time. He can do other attacks where he's like invincible for way longer and fly above me. But yeah. Certain movements, camera movements and pogoing and stuff like that manipulates the actions of the bosses. Sometimes very precise. Especially on the upcoming boss. Mini-boss rather. This isn't Ultima 8, yeah, that's true. We had that last year. Alright, here we go. This skull is very annoying. And it's very precise what you have to do. And then, unlike most other bosses, he still has some RNG with the final attack. Ah, messed that up. Yeah. Gave me the bad RNG anyway. It's okay. Wasn't too bad. So, bosses like that, you wanna kill as low as possible. Because they take forever to, like, reach the bottom and explode. If you kill them high up. So if he doesn't do that fire wheel at the end, he can do a an attack where he slams on the ground and then you kill him, which is perfect because then he's right at the bottom. And there's another mini boss, because you can never have enough mini bosses, right? Exact movements here. So I can kill him right there at the bottom. And then we get our next magic. So, as you already may have noticed, every stage has one magic to collect. This is the ice magic, which is not used very often. It can freeze flames, so we need it at some points to advance, but that's about it. And here I take a Death Warp, which puts me further back. And here we see the ice in action. Otherwise you can't get past those flames, you can't deboost through them, they are basically a solid wall. Oh, that's bad. Yep. Okay, that was a mess, but that's fine. Don't fall down there, that's quite a big way back. And boss number 3. One of the harder bosses to manipulate. You really have to do very precise movement. Now we see the normal attack of the first magic for the first time. Or not the first time. I think we saw it once before. So basically, if you don't manipulate this boss, he can sometimes, like, go around the screen without stopping for, like, half a minute. It can be very, very annoying, but that was a good fight. That was perfectly manipulated. I have to, like, scroll the camera in very specific ways to make him act like that. Alright, on to stage 4. Stage 4 is probably the second hardest stage. This is definitely a lot scarier. We'll see how it goes. And this stage also has the biggest trick, glitch, skip, whatever you wanna call it. Because we are not going to collect the magic in this stage. But first we have another mini-boss. This game likes its mini-bosses. So on this one, it is barely visible, but I turn left before I actually use my bomb on the first 2 bombs. That way the boss gets actually damage boosted to the left and not to the right. That sets up its position better. So let's talk about that skip already. So this stage has the fire spell, which we never use. It is only needed in... Ah, dang it. That's a tight one. It's fine. I'm gonna wait here. It's only needed in one spot here to continue where ice blocks are in front of a door. But by manipulating the camera and not scrolling the camera, we can despawn those blocks. And here we go. Not first try. There we go. So basically, the camera goes into the direction you are facing, but it only turns around after like 12 or 16 frames or whatever. So by continuously wiggling, you make the camera stay on the left. Oh my god. Now I mess up this fight. Sure. We're gonna wait a bit longer. I don't like taking all those hits, to be quite honest, but it's okay. The second half of the stage is actually the scary part, so taking all that damage already is not good. I can't believe I just jumped over that. Okay. Scary deboost here. Perfect. Looks like the game usually runs pretty well, but oops. Sometimes it lags really crazy. And you will see what I mean in certain rooms in the last two stages. There are a few rooms that just lag like crazy. Alright, next boss. Precise manip again. Looking good. Ah, missed that hit. Oh, damn it. Oh my god, I never died there before. Well, that's bad. That's new. It's kinda bad. But okay. That's also bad, because now my minute doesn't work anymore, and well, just gonna improvise, I guess. Oh my god, please hit. I swear I pressed the button. Wow, that was horrible. Whatever. Yeah, it never happened before. I don't think I ever died to that boss. So the problem is now I have to take a game over now because I am on 0 lives and can't take a game over warp that I normally would do in this stage, so just gonna game over here. What's the best way to game over here? There are spikes here that deal more damage. I didn't even know anymore how the game over screen looks like. Anyway, this is stage 5. Oops. Missed my pogo. Fun fact, even though we skipped the fire magic, we actually have it now. We never use it, but we have it. The game thinks, well, you can't be here without the fire magic, right? Oops. Nice jump. Now we get the best magic. Now we turn into Sonic. With this, whatever it's called, rolling ball. Now we go fast. And Death Warp. But now we go fast. And this is one of the most exciting mini-bosses. Like, the mini-bosses are mostly really not that exciting. There are a few exceptions that are tough to do. Like the skull. But, yeah. These are the kind of bosses, mini-bosses, where you just wait for the iframes to run out, basically. And back to rolling we go. Oops. Probably could have skipped that cake, but can never be safe enough. Oh yeah, did I say that these mini-bosses are kinda boring? So basically after the first hit I did this little pogo to manipulate him, and now he's in this loop and I'm just waiting here. And don't worry, we will see this exact boss in the last stage again. Isn't that fun? Also, we get to one of the very, very laggy rooms. The next one. Get ready. Oh, do you see the lag? Yeah, this is fun. There's a worse room. That's the sad part. There's one room that's even worse. Alright, stage 5 boss. A giant mechanical bird. If you let him run around and fly around, he's really annoying. So hopefully that won't happen. You always have to hit his head and then hit him at the stomach to actually deal damage. So what I'm doing most of the time is I mess up the last hit, but that's okay. Was supposed to do a pogo to manipulate him to do a lower attack, but that's fine. So what I'm doing like half the time is throwing the bomb before actually hitting his head. That way it just hits immediately. Alright, final stage, and the definitely scariest stage. This is by far the hardest stage. So let's see how it goes, but at least this time I have a 1-up in case stuff goes wrong. Normally you would be here at 0 lives, so... Oops. Also, sometimes you can actually manipulate enemy drops as well, like here I will get, hopefully, yes, some health, perfect. We have some more lag, it's fine. This screen has a really hard early cycle and I already missed it. And now everything is wrong. Oh my god. Okay. Oops. There's some safety cake here to refill. So we should be fine now. Also, more mini bosses. This one is especially fun. So you have to wait for him to start his attack, otherwise he will just move around the room forever. So not only do you have to wait for his iframes, no, you have to wait even longer until he starts his attack. And this is literally the whole fight. Oh, there you see it. When you go too close to him before he starts his attack, then that happens. Like, they really went a bit too far with the mini bosses. That's like one of the very few things I do not really like about the game. But I mean, casually you have to figure out how to do these first anyway. Oops. This corner. I was not supposed to jump there. Did I talk about boring mini bosses already? I don't know, these mini bosses. There we go. Promise, there's only one mini boss left. Oops. Oh god, I am very low on health. That would not have worked. Come on. Okay. I had to... This is the worst room in the game, by the way. So you have to do a very precise pogo there to get off the wall without the platform, but it's so impossible with the lag. Like, it's really, really impossible. I don't know how they managed to do like most of the game completely fine, and then like 3 screens or something, they just run at 10 FPS, and they were like, yeah, that's fine. Oops, that's not not the way to go. Alright, I promised you this mini-boss is coming back. So here we go. And it's not more exciting, sorry. You're still not going to see what he's doing. Alright, we're getting to the final boss now, which has 2 phases. First phase is another wizard, which is also not too exciting. So basically, once again, you have to not get too close and wait for him to attack, and then you hit him. If you get too close, then he will just teleport away. So yeah, not very exciting. The second phase is like a big demon, and that one is a lot more interesting because I'm trying to do 2 hits per cycle, which only works if I hit him immediately. And for that I will be doing 12 buffer jumps after each hit, so I won't be talking much. There's one. Oops. Good. As you can see, these cycles are really long. So you don't want to miss your double hits. Also, if you don't go below him, he will not attack. Okay, good fight. Time is coming up. Time.
GG's, that was very fun to watch.
Thank you. That was a good run, except for that completely weird screw-up on stage 4 boss. Where I died and then had to take a game over because of that in stage 5. But apart from that, that was a good run.
You still came in under estimate.
That's what matters. I don't even remember what my estimate was, so...
35 minutes and you came in at 31:41, so good job.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for such a weird death.
Awesome. So tell the lovely people of Twitch chat where they can find you.
Well, they can find me on my Twitch channel. I haven't streamed much lately, but going back to streaming a bit more regularly. Mainly also because I have to prepare a lot of games for ESA this summer, so I will be busy with that. Magical Paupen will be one of the games for that, so I will be running more of this.
Sounds great. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so thanks again for having me, and thanks to Strizer and all the crew and everyone who has worked on this over the years. It was always a pleasure to run in this event. Always like my favorite marathon, basically. Yeah, it was always a lot of fun. I'm a bit sad that it's gonna be the last time, but yeah, a lot of great memories and also a lot of money for a very, very good cause. So yeah, thanks all of you guys.
Thank you for being here. Great run, and thanks. That great cause that Laxxus is referring to is, of course, the Canadian Cancer Society. This may be the last day, but we do have many, many more runs to go, so don't run away too far. Coming up next is Geograph Seal.